This scorpion's name on a nat 20 is Saharkus. It is a trained scorpion that belongs to your cousin Tertia. Yes. Your cousin Tertia. Tertia is the younger sister of two of your cousins that you knew a long time ago, Doset and Univere. Yeah, and these are your dad's brothers.
Yeah. This is my cousin's scorp. What?
I'm still gonna kill it!
Can you tell it to let go?
I'll try!
You find, actually, Valus, the last thing you find in your tent is written in a journal in the hand of this Tachonis lord, saying, final experiment, a partial success, but largely failure. It is my opinion that Tertia's innate gifts and connection to the tenebral reaches thwarted the grafting of the calcidial prosthesis. I will miss her dearly. From behind you, you hear beautiful white wings on a skeletal, freakish monstrosity.
Oh!
As a member of House Tachonis, I command you to stand down and listen to me!
Not quite a skeleton. Gaunt, the bone gets pressing out through degraded, necrotic skin. Your cousin Tertia looks right at you.
And Divine Smite. And I just whip out the sensor around her neck. Mm-hmm. And then I want to just yank so that I just want to crack her neck.
Your flaming sensor around her neck, she flies and under the power of her own wings and decapitate her as her bones and wings scatter directly into the stairs beneath Taisha. Boom! As she falls to her death. You have freed her from this abominable state.
Like, bends down, grabs the head, looks at it, and says to it,
find who you were on the other side.
Did I do a good job? And realize that you are both failed experiments. Hi. You see, Valus, a sort of spectral octus kind of appears here in this place nearby, routed through your command over the Stone of Night Song. Octus? Did it work? Did we do it? Father? Uncle? I'm sorry it didn't work! Octus? Oh, that's right. You'd have no way of knowing.
What?
Your condition. There's nothing scary about dying. How are they gonna find me? I came home. Your magic of this spell shatters as, snaking out of the sky, a massive ichor covered, dripping with dark blood talon of bone grasps Tertia in its claws. I'm not scared. And that's all. One of whom you recognize as a cousin of the House Tachonis, the Lord Doset Tachonis. And his older sister, you see older sister, black, silver, finery. You see she carries no weapon at all. You see that her face looks gaunt. You see that she has a tattooed face, that she has teeth tattooed on the outside of her lips.
Oh, shit.
This is the Lady Univere Tachonis. About fucking time! Idiot! I'm standing here in a fucking heap of rubble! You fucking crooks! Liars! For the second time in a week, Mr. Gavendale. Lord Gavendale. The title to Castle Sloke. Where is he? Where's the lion? Information has come to the attention of House Tachonis. Tal Sidamir is no more concern of yours. How are these people to know that I am not to be trifled with if I am stolen from and there is no justice done? This is the third time you've raised your voice to me. I understand that you are disappointed with the generosity of House Tachonis, given that you are mud. I gave you Thiazi. I watched him fucking die. I served with him. He was fucking... He used to mean something. And I gave him to you, and it was supposed to change everything. I watched him. I watched him look up. Saw the terror in his face. He saw that fucking falcon. He always believed. And you see that Univere, who hasn't spoken, whips her head over and says, Falcon. He saw a falcon. Do you speak poetically? Answer me quickly. And you see Casimir says, who the fuck? And you see that he is raised off the ground. You don't see any movement on Univere's part. And then he suddenly drops. And she says, answer me now, or die. And he goes, it's a real falcon. He just saw a real falcon. It was the last thing he saw before he died. She says, we need to go. Fuck you! See that Doset looks over at the Knight of House Saramai, and you see he goes, teach him a lesson. And you see that the knight walks over, grabs Casimir, throws him on the ground, pulls his pants down, and takes out a sword, and literally just with the flat of the blade, rains blows down on Casimir Gavindale, kicks him hard in the head on the way up. You're up and over the castle wall. You're looking at the courtyard. A ton of Tachonis wagons in here. You look down and see in the castle, briskly walking towards these two men talking, is Univere. But she walks up to her brother, who you can see is speaking kind of animatedly with this knight. You see on a 15, he gestures over to one of the wagons. You see he's pointing at these big cellar doors. It looks like a sort of wine cellar in the base of the smaller keep, the one closer to the highway. Okay. You see that within that, Univere comes up, says a couple things very briefly. You see that Univere gestures to the town, and you see that Doset's eyebrows kind of go up, and he sort of looks distracted, clicking his finger like he's thinking about something, nods. He points over at the Saramai Knight, the sort of serpent shield knight, and you see he just makes a round up with his finger motion. He heads off to the central keep of the castle as you see Univere puts a cloak around herself, and with a whoosh of the cloak is vanished. Men, to me! Dropped, and a black-clad member of House Tachonis reaches their hand up immaterially through the skin, pulls his skull out of his head immaterially. Letting go, it becomes corporeal again, and suddenly the upper half of his spinal cord and skull is out in front of the flesh of his head, and he dies instantly, collapsing to the ground. Aranessa opens for the servant to bring the bedclothes. The door creaks and suddenly stops creaking as a silence spell fills the room. As their heads rise, you see the vacancy of 6 ghouls, full undead, gazing out at you. And in the midst, you see here your brother, Ethrand, holding in his hand a perfectly spherical black stone. Put him on the table. Pulls the skull of Raymond Divinos through his body, and he collapses to the ground, dead. Moves to the side, and as he does so, you see his body is maybe only 3/4 in this realm. You see that in his offhand, you see he is holding a black candle with a black wick in it. I bear your house no ill will. Ethrand goes, now! The one in the lead is going to look at Lady Aranessa, who opened the door, kicks her full force in the chest, knocking her a square back and prone on the ground. One of them grapples you, throws you onto the table, prone. This one right here, crawling over you as you are thrown onto it, gets sort of on top of you, smiling as this long tongue that stinks of carrion, and does a little leapfrog hop as he produces a garrote. He leaps over you, facing the opposite direction, and putting it behind his head, sits down hard with the wire over your neck. Traitor. You should have welcomed the name alone as a gift, even though there has always been something wrong with you. He withdraws the dagger, and the hand that holds the Stone of Night Song, he plunges into your core, and you can feel ice-cold fingers release the stone and begin to wrap around your heart from inside you. Davinos, Royce, and all their vassal houses end. The work that is to come requires concentration. No distractions. The room fills with spectral forces, a whirlwind of shrieking ghosts as that glass barrier fades and becomes permeable. Courtiers and diplomats, merchants and attendants fall as the underworld is made real in this moment. Black wax dripping off his hand as the candle in his hand melts and burns him in the casting of this potent necromantic spell.
Why your son?
There is no use in having something. It is if it is not loyal. Ethrand! Do you have it? You see Ethrand looks to see you charging, hears that bark, and goes, Father, yes! He goes, bring it. I look forward to seeing you on the other side. The black ring glows, and as he vanishes, Enmity throws up one of her arms, a slash of blood across the forearm. You should know not to keep our quarry from us.
As a scion of House Tachonis, stand down!
The guards tremble in this moment. The knight in front of you, the one charging here, says, My lord Tachonis, what be your first name?
Frons!
Frons raises his visor.
Shit!
Tough news, little brother.
Come to the aid of your ally, House Halovar, now!
And is going to cast Dominate Person on Frons Tachonis. You see that he looks at her, and you see that his skin wraps tight to his skull, and his gums recede as he goes. He goes.
You have come to a world with death, chained spirit.
I don't like this bridge. I don't like it here.
I look at my brother and go, Brother, do you mean to stop me from leaving this place?
He says,
I mean to stop you from ever making a decision outside the bounds of your house again.
Looking at Frons, you have never seen Frons get bodied like this. Julian is up on the railing of the bridge, bam, into the back of him, kicking his knees out, kicking him forward again, slashing with the gauntlet, flurry of strikes and shove attacks. This is, you understand why Tachonis Knights armor up like this. They armor up like this to wade into seas of men-at-arms and basically be invincible, and he has sacrificed all of his speed and mobility to basically slaughter commoners, and he is not used to fighting a trained warrior of your station.
I'm sorry, Frons, that you're having a hard time.
And fire the fire at him.
You see fire races across, tearing all throughout the armor. Frons turns and says,
Why won't you serve? It is an honor to be born to this family!
You never treated me as such.
As you guys look at each other, you see, as you are looking at Frons, Frons is looking at you as you're like, see my father. And then he says, I don't know what this is about. Blam! And gets hit by a ballista bolt, boom, into the side, and stands up unbloodied. Franz is looking fucked up at this point, and both of you watch this demon take a ballista bolt to the fucking chest and stand up as he turns to you and looks back at Enmity.
Brother, I think we have bigger problems.
With my back kind of to the edge and all this chaos happening around, I glance forward, then duck low, then leap up, and with my rapier hand kind of clamber up onto the side of this edge of the rock, spinning down and getting low to try and knock him back with my other backhand from beneath my shoulders. Bring the gauntlet back, I slam my elbow into his stomach and then push with all of my might to try and stumble him back towards the cliffside.
His heel is over the edge of the cliff.
Hold the rapier up to his head and say, I know you worship death. Let me do you a favor and send you where you're supposed to be. And I'm going to go ahead and thrust with the rapier towards him, but then right as it gets near his face, I'm just going to go ahead and get low and grab him like around the torso and attempt to shove him off the side.
Yeah!
Kind of lift him up off the air. He slips off the back and catches himself on the edge with his one hand on the edge of the cliff, like barely, like about 5 feet down. One down. And I slowly clamp my foot onto his gauntleted hand and kick him off the edge.
You don't know if the impact with the water 80 feet below killed him, or if he had the privilege of drowning here in the distance. And see, far in the nighttime sky, 2 plumes of black smoke rise from Castle Klippenblick, twin energies racing up through the air in your direction. Shit. The doors open, and 2 enormously tall, identical twin women emerge, looking out. Each of them is pushing 7 feet tall, thick, sort of like mascara and eyeliner, very gaunt, and a set of silver rings, torques around their neck that appear to almost be extending their necks up tall off their shoulders.
We gotta go now.
We're in the middle of a fight.
We have to leave.
They're
coming.
Cool, what? There's a worse thing than the fight that we're in?
My sisters are coming.
Enmity looks up to see the same twisting plumes of black smoke coming through the house, coming through the sky towards the Hakvallenbrüche.
Why are you calling them?
She looks and says, I didn't.
You're gonna regret it.
Not tonight. Whoa, Cash's form. And she is going to say, run, sisters, as she takes off into the night sky.
I want to use prestidigitation to, on the rocks, kind of leave a short, here lies Frons on the edge of the rock, right at where he went.
There's 1 guard left standing in the 2 in the ballista towers.
I look at the one last guard as I pause by the door for a second and look at that last guard and just...
Good luck.
And I just take off.
As
I'm so scared.
2 twin sisters manifest.
Look at those cuties.
Just out of line of sight, not being able to see over the bridge. Octus, as your feet, you hear the faintness of someone casting Detect Magic and noticing Franz's name written in stone. as these two women look at each other, hear footsteps racing into the dark. Down below, mist rise from a spell cast on that bridge by the two twin sorceresses, peering out into the darkness as your footsteps vanish into the city.
Run, you idiots!
Just remember to like, comment, and prescribe. But hey!